everybody. Welcome to Let's Learn. I'm your Excel instructor. Guys, today we'll be covering these, things which actually will help you again to, boost your efficiency in Office. Guys, I have seen lots of people, when they insert rows. So, they keep on getting into that cumbersome activity. But today, I will show you how you can, implement these things in your day-to-day, life, which can help you understand better the Excel actually. So let me start with insert multiple rows. Guys, let me put that how we can, get this, uh, executed. So let me put some data. Suppose I'm putting some dummy data for you, and this entire series will help you understand about the shortcuts which you will have to learn, and it will be easy to execute. So let me put some data over there, and you can see this. Suppose we have this data, assume that we have this data. Let me put alt HBA. Alt HBA is the shortcut to make the border. Now the question, I have to insert 5 rows. How you can insert the 5 rows? So either you select these things, 5 rows, and then you just click anywhere. So now you see you have to select 5 rows, 3 4 5. Now you see insert. So all 5 rows are inserted. So you can actually use such kind of shortcuts rather than doing this way. I want to insert, and again you have to insert, and again you have to insert, and you have to that insert and insert. So this actually is very cumbersome, guys. Every time you have to do insert, insert, insert. But I tell you the little better way. If you have to insert that, understand now this step is recorded in Excel. So if you press now F4, so the same action will go repeated multiple times. The time you press F4, this action actually is recorded. It keeps on doing the inserting rows. So guys, this is how you can do another way. I'm doing Control Z and coming back to normal now. So I hope you found this useful. This is amazing. It can help you understand better. I want maybe 5 rows. So 5 rows, maybe after that you can insert this way. 5 rows we have got. Or maybe if you want above A6, 3 rows, so you can just select that or insert. So you have all the 3 rows extra. So accordingly you can tailor the requirement and use this function. So this actually we have done, and insert multiple rows. Guys, this is one of my favorite topic, how to consolidate multiple columns in one go. Please pay attention, this is amazing. How to consolidate multiple columns in one go. I go there and I put actually my question over there. So now suppose I have some value. Let me put some value equal to so okay, let me do this way. I'm putting some dummy value. Okay, let me put 1 to 20. All right, 1 to 20 I'm putting here. I'm starting 21. So you can see that I have done this this way, and now I have 41, guys. All right, so once you have the 41, you have this 60. So now you have 61. So you can see that you have this much data, 80. Now 81, you have this actually this much data. Understand now, these are actually my first column, this is my second column, third column, fourth column, and fifth column. Now the requirement is we have to append all the column values like that. I just do Control C, I just do Control V. Again I have to go this, and I have to do this, Control C, and again I have to do this. So let me tell you little better way, maybe you can find that useful. So that clipboard, whatever you copy, guys, Control C, actually that is also recorded in the memory. You can see if I double click this, 21 is recorded over there. So if you click this, so you can, if you can clear all, so that these are the data which we have to do that. Understand, I want to just Control C, it is recorded, press escape, and then control down, and then press this. Understand what I'm doing now. So you have to do Control Shift down, Control C, it is recorded there. Now press escape, control down, and then go little, and then again you have to do this control C. This is again come, and then press escape, and then control down. So control down, it has come down. So understand that you have to be very careful this. Let me do that again. So until we go to perfection, we'll keep on doing this. So this is what you have to do. So again you have to do control shift down, control C, it has recorded. Now you press escape and then control down, guys. All right, and then you have to go this way and then control shift this way, control C, it has gone there. Now press escape. So now understand that we actually come on the we have come actually on the very last cell. So again you have to press this actually. All right, so you have to bit little practice on that. Control C again, it has gone there, and then now you press escape. Of course we are at the bottom, so again you have to go little this and then control shift up, and then control C, it has gone down, and then you can see control and then this and control shift up and control C. So within couple of seconds you can perform this task. Now you can press escape. So guys, anywhere you click, suppose here I'm clicking, paste all the values. So you see that once I pasted all the values, everything has come over there. So I know you found this useful and you will be using this. Please use that. This is amazing feature. So rather than doing that, see, once you practice everything, it will be easy for you. So again, I'm telling you, if we have this much data, let me show you something where lots of people actually do the mistakes. So now you can clear all. So it means data will come. No, data will not come because we have cleared all, right? So control C, and now you go there. Okay, I want this much value again, guys. Suppose I want all the values, you can just remove that and keep on pasting these values. So understand this value. If you have to, you are coming down. All right, so now you see, if you have to go on the top, how we can do that? You can just control and up, upper arrow. Okay, it will come on the top. Or you actually maybe if you are applying some formula, suppose you are applying this way, suppose you are going on the way down this. All right, so if you just control backspace, so control backspace will do that, it will come on the top. Understand this formula again. I'm telling you, this is amazing feature. If you are applying some formula which actually taking this value, but you have to go on the top, so you can press control backspace, it will come on the top. So remember these shortcuts, guys, they are very useful in our day-to-day office. So now this also we have covered. How to replace values in filter data, I will cover that. How to swap value in Excel, guys, this is interesting. How to swap values in Excel. So this is Excel practice part 2. The part 1 also is very interesting. Please watch that video also. And now this is how to swap values in Excel. How you can do that, swap values in Excel, guys. If I put Amit, and if I put here Vikram, I want Amit Vikram to be replaced. Guys, understand now. Hold control and you see that. Hold control and see, you just see this value is coming. So again, I'm telling you, if you press, no, it's not coming. So both the values are, replaced. Control Z I'm doing again. So you have to hold shift, sorry, not control. If you click this, hold shift, and you see that once you drag this I is there, you just park this I over here. So both the values will get replaced or interchanged. So now you see that I'm doing 12 and 13. So I replace these, I swap these values, it will become 13 and 12. How do that? Just hold shift and then drag this, and then you can do this way. 13 12 has come. So this way you can swap the values. How easy is that? Please try this, and this is amazing feature in Excel. So we have swapped the values also in Excel now. And what else is left now? Let me try this. This is interesting. Extract email addresses from string. Let me try in another Excel sheet. Guys, understand, extract email addresses from string. If I write uh, drop him, maybe try that, drop him a mail to abc at uh, gmail.com. Okay, this is one thing. You can write anything. uh, I got, and maybe I'm writing anything, let's try if works. I got answer from the address bcq at abcd.com. So these are my email addresses, guys, and let me try some other things also. uh, his email. Now email we have to give uh, bb at gma .com. I'm just giving some dummy email addresses, guys, so sorry for that. So now we have to extract the email addresses. How we can extract the email addresses, guys? We have to understand now. So now we have to be little smart here, that to get the email address, what is the criteria? Let's try with flash fill if we can. abc at gmail.com. So if you just click this, and first you remove the hyperlink, because this is created. If you do control E, is it working, guys? abc at gmail.com, bcq at abcd.com, and bbb at gmail.com. This is amazing. But today I will tell you this thing with the formula, because this is also going to be interesting how we can. This is actually we have done through flash fill. All right, but I will help you to understand this with different style. abc at gmail.com, you can actually use substitute function. Please pay attention. Substitute function, this is my text and this is my old text. I want old text to be repeated 100 times. So you know that this is actually my space, and I want this should be repeated 100 times. Now you see the drop him a mail, it has 100 spaces. Drop and him, it has the 100 spaces, and after him a mail, everything, it has 100 spaces, guys. Okay, so now what we can do here, this is actually my text. Now understand, this is my text. So let me keep this formula somewhere else intact. So this is my text, guys. Okay, if you just copy this formula, control C, and you just all right, this is my formula, guys. So this actually we have used. So now what we can do, you can remove this formula for the time being. Now you can do something, how we can extract the these things. You can use mid function, guys. But before mid, you have to use some kind of max function, or maybe you have to use find function. In find function, this is actually the text, guys. Understand, this was the text. All right, and comma, what we are searching actually. Understand that we are searching at sign. All right, we are searching at sign in this string. This is my string actually, where the space has been increased up to 100. Now this is actually, you can just close the bracket. You can see 518 is the space, before at sign. Understood that before at sign we have 518 space. Understood? So now what will happen now, you have it has to be little tricky guys. So now you have to understand that 518 is the space, sorry, is the location of at sign. So if this is the string, at is located at 518th position. It means if you deduct some 50 spaces, of course it will come to somewhere after 2, after 2 and abc in between, because we have the 100 space over there. So you can remove 50 space from this, minus 50. See that 468 is the correct number. It's not a problem. So now you can use max function. You can give this, and you can of course use this. Of course, it why we are using that, maybe somewhere we don't have at sign or something. So just safer side, we are putting that space. So we have this function also. Let's keep this intact somewhere else. So let's keep this over there. So understand that we are using mid function. In mid function, we have the string. Now you go to clipboard, In the clipboard you don't have that function. I think it's called clear. So you can just close this. Maybe you can write this actually string, and then number of characters how you want. Maybe you want 100 number of characters. Let's try that. And it is not giving the result. H2 you have to keep the H2 over there. Instead of H2 you give this result. And now see that we got the result. If you use trim function, and once you use trim function, we have the result in front of us, abc@gmail.com. And this way, guys, this way you can execute this task, abc@gmail.com, and bcq@abc.com, bb@gma.com. See, this actually we have done through flash fill, but if you know this also, this is also very easy, guys. Now let me just copy this formula and show this to you how this formula looks like. Control, actually this way you can give the formula. Okay, let me highlight this formula and control D. And now see, this is the formula which actually can help you to extract the email addresses from any string, guys. So you know that this is super function. You're writing a letter, so in that letter you have to extract the ABC, because before A we have some space. It could be anything. And now let me try that if it works or not, because as I mentioned, uh, this is actually the address. Can we do something like remove this? Does it work still? So you know that this is super function. So if we don't have any space, still the result we are getting. All right, still the result we are getting. This is superb. So this is amazing function, and you can just try by yourself, and it is interesting, guys. Let me go to index now, and this also we have covered now. How to swap values, skip blanks while pasting, guys. This is interesting. Skip blanks while pasting. So skip blanks in Excel while pasting. This is superb. So now I tell you, if we have some values over there, 1 2 3 and so on. Okay, maybe I have to put some kind of big values like 4500, and you can see these are my values. All right, now understand this. Someone is telling me they have these values. This value is wrong. So maybe you can do that. Uh, control 5. Control 5 is the shortcut to cut the value. All right, control 5, and maybe control 5. Control 5 ctrl plus 5, which actually cut the value. So this value we have cut, this value we have cut, this value we have cut. So I got a report from finance team that the value which they have cut is wrong, and these values have to be replaced, guys. Now understand, suppose we have large data. Suppose we have this much data, guys. So if we don't know the shortcut, it actually goes very difficult for anybody. Let me do control Z. Let me do control 5. All right, and do control 5 and control 5. So now you know that if I do that this value, and if I do that this is the correct value, and do that this is my correct value. Understand, we have put all the values everywhere. So this is actually the way. Suppose we have like that, we have 1000 values. Assume we have 1000 values, and we have to put everything. Lots of people I saw, they put the value this way, and lots of people do control C and then this way, control C and then this way, when they don't know the shortcut. So over here I will tell you the shortcut, how you can paste these values without even getting into helper column. So just think some 10 seconds, then I will tell you how you can execute this task. Actually, guys, it's very simple. When you have to copy, you have to paste. I'm just giving you a hint. So now you have to copy and you have to paste. Understand this. So before we do that, first let me copy this data somewhere else. So control C, I'm putting this value just for safer side over there. I'm just keeping this for your reference only, because I know we can do that with 100% accuracy. This part we have copied, guys. Now you have to paste. Alt control V is the shortcut. you know So now you that skip blanks, all right, you can just paste these values. Now you know that 4502 has become this value, all right. And now you can see 4508 has become this value. Now 2306, this is actually correct value. And now this actually value was wrong. Now we have correct this value in this D column. So now we have this value, now we have corrected this value, and so on. You can check the data within just seconds. We have done this task. So again, when we don't know, it can take ages. So you have to practice this by yourself, and then it will be easy. So as I mentioned in my last session, that paste spatial also is very useful function. Let me show you little bit over there. Suppose these values are there, I have to multiply it, or maybe I have to divide all the values by 12 here itself. So just copy this, and select this alt control V. Alt control V is the shortcut key to have the paste spatial dialog box. Either you can has alt ES. Alt ES is also another shortcut key. Alt ES is another shortcut key to divide or whatever, to get paste special dialog box. Here you can divide, multiply, subtract, and everything. You can see all the values are divided by 12. Now you have to see, now this actually is running dancing ants across the border or across the cell. You can just press escape, it will come back to normal. So I want all the values to be multiplied by 12. I want the normal or previous stage. So again you have to do alt ES. Once you do alt ES, you can just multiply, you click, and then everything is come back normal because you have multiplied everywhere. So rather than having extra column, or maybe helper column, you have everything in the existing column itself. So now this is also clear, guys. Skip blanks in that. Now this is one of the most important thing, pick from drop down list. Guys, when we write some data, suppose I'm writing some data A B C D E, and M N O, and PQR. They're all very basics but very much useful in your day-to-day task. Understand that, and please focus this. If I want A B C D E F, and if I'm typing something, suppose I have a long list, understood. So maybe I'm just putting test test one, or 1 minute, test test one, test one. So if you have this much data, guys, understand that. So now you have to type something over there, the value which you have on the top. Maybe you have some 500 rows or 300 rows, but you have to go back on the top or down, whatever. You have to see those values, then you copy this and paste over there, whatever. So now there is a shortcut called pick from drop down. You click this, automatically drop down will work. But understand, this drop down is only meant for strings or text, not for numbers. Guys, understand. Now if I put some number over there, suppose 1 2 3 4, okay, I'm putting some number 3 4 5 6 7, or maybe you see that this drop down will not give the numbers, it will give only the text value, but unique value it will give. Suppose I have to type something, some kind of text, you can just right click and pick from down. Now you see it doesn't have the numbers. Guys, understand, it actually works only for text values. So now you can select anything, and again you have to work accordingly. Or you have to select something, you can just click from drop down, nothing will come, because now you have to click before something is there. So here you have to click pick from drop down, immediately it captures. And this is kind of inbuilt drop down, which actually gets fired once you click this, and it knows that there is something above me. So that text, if I test 10 is there, if you just do that pick from drop down list, so now it knows that something above from me, so it actually creates the drop down within couple of seconds. So everything is working fine here. So I hope you found this useful. This is amazing feature, guys. Please use that, and it will help you understand better and boost your efficiency in office. Now this is also we have coming exact function. Now pick from down on list we have done. How to replace the value in filtered data. Guys, this is one of my favorite topics, how to replace the value in filtered data. This is actually the question which almost 95% people ask when they work on Excel, and this is something people feel that this is actually the requirement. So let me show you one example where I can show you some data on high tabs. I have some data, maybe let me take data from sorting data. Let me have this data for the time being, control C, and let me go back to my this. Let me, okay, shift F11, or maybe I can put my data over there. Guys, I have the data over there. The question is, we have to paste some values, suppose items, or maybe let me put one more column, control R, or maybe I'm putting amount column. All right, in amount I'm putting some random value. Please, I want your attention, this is very much important, guys. 2900 to 3100. So what I want, some values should come. Okay, values all there, right? Correct. Okay, so now let me convert that into value. Control C, and again control V, and then press V again and enter. This is the shortcut, and again you have to do the formatting, Alt HBA. Understand that this is my data, guys. Okay, what actually someone is telling me, Control Z, there is a shortcut called Control Shift L to apply the filter. Understand that Control Shift L is the shortcut to apply the filter, remove the filter, apply and remove the filter. All right, apply and remove the filter. We use this shortcut key, Control Shift L. So now what someone is telling me that, these values, like, wherever you are getting these websites, suppose I'm searching some values, someone is telling me these values are wrong. So they have told me that the actual value, see how many values are there? There are 6 values. Okay. And someone is telling me these values are correct, like 6 values, whatever. So now I can't just copy this and paste over there. Guys, if I paste over there, what result will come? It is wrong. It's not even pasting the value. Let me do Control Z. So how you can paste? And sometimes you have values like 100 or 200, 300 or 500. Number could be anything. So now if we don't know the shortcut, so how we can execute this? Either we can copy this task, Control C, or either we go there, or we can just shift Control Z. We can actually select over there Control G, or maybe you can there visible cells only we can select, and then we can do Control V. Control V is not working here. All right, if you go there again, Control C and then Control V, is not working, guys. All right, actually it will not work. So you should know the shortcut key. So again I'm doing Control Z. These are the values where we have to put the value. Let me just copy this data and paste it somewhere else for your reference so that I can show it to you later. All right, so now these values has to be replaced with these values. So let me show you how we can achieve this task within couple of seconds. So now you make one more column called helper column. Okay, and here you apply row function. All right, so row function you apply, it will give you the exact row. So now you have to drag this. So once you have dragged this, you remove the filter, Control Shift L. Okay, now you make another filter, another header, serial number. So in serial number you can give 1, and once you give the 1, you drag this and you can give fill series, guys. And trust me, guys, this is one of the amazing tricks have ever been discovered, but this is going to be very useful in your office. Please use that, and requesting you to practice at least once or twice, so that it can go embedded in your mind. You will never forget this. So now we have this data. So what do you learn on this? Now you have to data and sort. Once you sort the data, you have to sort on the basis of helper column, because helper is the only column which has the values, so that once we have the values aligned or in ascending descending order, then it will be easy for us to paste data accordingly. Now you see, this is actually the data we are getting. We go to this and we copy everything, Control C, 3016 on the values is getting. So you go to this, and now you see 3016 and last value 2967. You can see last 2967. Okay, they're in sequential order, and the third value is 2953. Third value is 2953. Okay, so here you come and you paste all these values, guys. Okay, you have pasted all these values, and now it is simple. You go again, sort and then you just select serial number, and then you can do this way. Trust me guys, this is all done. This is actually we have done in couple of seconds. Now let me copy this data, whatever we had, control C, maybe let me copy this data also, control C. Let's validate this, actually control Z. Let's validate this data, and this is the new value. All right, so control actually C, and then we go there, there. All right, and here you see that. What is that, guys? Wherever is the 1 2 3 4 value, 17 is the thing which is correct, absolutely correct. 1 2 3 5 7, so 1 2 3 5 is the 7, this is also correct. Now we have 13, 1 2 3 6, 13 is 1 2 3 6, guys, this is also amazing. Now we have 5 1 2 3 7, 5 1 2 3 7, guys, this is also amazing. Why I'm validating this? So that you should have that confidence. 3 and 12 13 8, where is 3? 3, guys, this is also correct. And now 1 1 1 2 3 9, awesome. So now these are the values. How many values are there? 6 values. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So guys, this we have done. So in filtered value also you can copy paste, but with helper column and row function. Please do that, and I hope you found this useful. Now we have covered this also. Now, two more things are interesting. Exact function, guys. What is exact function? Exact function, if you have to compare these two things, Excel and this, EXCEL, you have to find out, are these two things same or not? U equal to this equal to this. It will tell you true. But if you have to see exact function, will that give the correct result? It is comparing both the cell, both the data. It is telling false. Actually it is case sensitive. So this Excel is in proper format, this is in a caps format. So in this session, let me cover, if I have to write Arun, and I have to make this in caps. So what you can do, you can use upper function. Inside upper function you can pass on this value, it will make all the value in caps. And likewise you can use lower function also. If you pass this value, everything will come small letters. If you have to pass equal to proper, the first letter will be in caps. So you can pass on this value and see how the result is coming, A, Arun. So you can use upper and lower function and then proper function. They are very useful functions. And same way, if you have to compare two strings together, you have to use exact function. And same way, if you have to see if this value equivalent this value, you can use true function. So let me show you one more example. Suppose these are my people, okay, and I'm putting this. So I got a list which has the same people, but they have some data which is actually wrong. So I have to perform if this equal to this. If both the values are equivalent to each other, it will give true value, else it will give false value. Here you can see I am getting true, this is correct, and true, this is correct, and true, this is correct. So this is how we can achieve the result. So this is also done. Now stop data from being copied, guys. So now if you go to developer, let me just show you one trick. Actually, on the index tab, I want somebody should not copy and paste it. You should go to index tab. All right, okay, now let me open another file, control N, and if you do control N, press F12, guys, press F12, we save the value with the different name, but the extension we want Excel macro enabled workbook. Just little bit I'm teaching you here, and push this value on desktop. I'm putting test1. So if you put test1, the file is saved, but you don't want data should be copied from your sheet 1. So you want sheet 1 should be intacted. So what you can do, you go to Visual Basics, maybe you can press Alt F11. So the objective to teach you this function is to help you understand better. See, now you're in Let's Learn. Okay, so you have to go to test 1, and in test 1 you click over there, you go to insert and module, understand this, and then sub, you can write stop data. I'm just telling you only one line of syntax. So you have to write application dot cut copy mode. Cut copy mode equal to false. All right, only this line you have to put, that's all. You don't need to do anything. Control S, and now if you just copy this data, Control C, it is copied, but you cannot. Now you see that again. I'm telling you, what did you do something wrong? uh, Actually, Control X, not here. You have to go to sheet 1. Actually, where is the sheet 1? Sheet 1, over there you have to go. So in sheet 1 you have to go to worksheet and then selection change. Here you have to put that code. So now you see that if someone copies this data, they cannot paste this data. Copy this data, they cannot paste this data. Understood? If you copy this data, but you can paste in the second tab or third tab, but here you cannot paste the data. Control C, you cannot paste the data. If you copy this, you cannot paste the data. Understood? If you copy this, you cannot paste the data over there. So you on the same, you know, sheet, you can avoid data being pasted. So you can actually use that. And let me tell you the shortcut. If you come on any workbook, just you have to do Alt F11. Alt F11 is shortcut to go to Visual Basics editor. So only one line of syntax you have to write. So you are on sheet 1, which you want, somebody should not copy. You go to sheet 1, click this, and let me remove everything. And this is the line of syntax you have to write. Let me remove everything. So once you come on sheet 1, you have to click this drop down, select worksheet. By default, selection change will come. So here inside that, before and sub, you have to write this line of code, and then you have to save this. But before you do everything, you have to save this file, which we have saved earlier somewhere with Excel macro extension. Press F12. Press F12. This is the Excel macro enable workbook. Actually, whatever syntax I told you just now, application dot cut copy mode equal to false, that is VBA syntax, which is used, to avoid data being pasted. So you can actually use or tailor that to your requirement. And now we have covered this also. Let me close this, and this also we have covered. So these all, things which are the most used in our office, which are unavoidable, but if you really overcome all these functions, it will definitely boost your efficiency. And thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye, take care.